Hello everyone, how are you? Thank you for joining me on this YouTube video. I am excited for this one. It's going to be a lot of different scenes. So I obviously am in my car, now parked up, just finished the gym. So now parked up, now about to go for a walk, and then I'm just going to find a location just to be able to record, and let's just see where we end up, because I need someone's parking up. I need an area to obviously record, so it's got to be quiet. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, gonna go get lost in the woods. Can't see behind me, so there you go. I did try and set the camera up so it was this way, so I was facing that way, but I broke my camera stand, so we're here, and it's just so chill. It's so chill. I feel like I want to be closer though, so I'm gonna get closer. I have had, and I don't hope, but I hope that I can relate to someone about how important it is to stable the mind and allow the soul to speak. So I've been kind of up and down with trying to tap into my creativity, and there was a video Hindsight posted, and it was how everything's a muscle. So I went to the gym today and I worked on my muscles, and if you don't go to the gym for a while, you're not able to lift the weight that you used to be able to. Obviously you'll get to that point, you'll be able to lift that weight eventually, but it's like that you won't be able to lift as heavy if you take a month off. And there was a bee, and I see that as exactly the same as creativity. So what I done was start here. I started in my car and I recorded getting here, and I tried to be as creative as possible, and I know that it's not probably the best cuts, the best clips, but it's really just unleashing your creativity and trying to understand how to get there. And I found that really good things that I do is I try and put myself out of my comfort zone. These YouTube videos completely out of my comfort zone, and I've just walked in the woods off track a little bit, and that's out of my comfort zone. And I just think, like, when I was recording, when I was setting up, there was people watching me, and that's out of my comfort zone. There was a car that pulled up right next to me and I just continued. There's so many different things. I also am going to take myself out for a meal today. That's out of my comfort zone, and I feel like that gets me really creative though. And I think I have this podcast that I release saying, like, the art of not giving. Don't want to say the word on YouTube. And then the art of doing, and the art of not giving is literally, and quoting Selena Gomez and Jay Shetty, and his podcasts are incredible. And there's so many different things that they do, and Selena Gomez and all of these incredible influencers, they post photos of themselves unfiltered, and Jay Shetty, he done a podcast about it and self-love, and he's constantly doing them, and they're incredible. And I just feel me talking to a camera and in the middle of the woods in different areas and seeing different things and finding places to set up, and just gets me really creative and just makes me feel so connected to myself. I completely am aware that this is a starting point, and the fact that I spoke about that, the act of doing. So I gave myself a time to start podcasting, I gave myself a time to start blogging, and I just done it. I acted like, at the end of the day, who have I got to impress? What am I going to lose? Nothing. And I started my podcast on the first week of the year, and my blog on the first week of the year, and I have not stopped. Blogs, not as much. Podcasts every single Thursday, all the time. but I will post my blog down below and my podcast down below so you can check out if you wish to. But the art of doing is just getting moving and getting creative and going through the different flows of life and just getting really excited. And I find like the best way to do that is to find different areas, go to different locations, go for a walk, clear your mind, meditate. Someone's walking by. The issue with doing YouTube videos in a public area is people walk by and it throws me out a little bit, but this is something that's completely out of my comfort zone, and doing a YouTube video at home, which I will do, is great, but I really want to start being really out of my comfort zone. And all my podcasts are normally recorded in my house or in rarely in my house, sorry. It's normally recorded in the woods or in my car where I'm based in the woods, or just a beautiful location. Just I feel the most inspired when I do that. And a few tips and tricks is to just not care. It is as simple as that, and it is not as simple as that. I understand that not caring is one of the hardest things in today, because you have all of the influencers and social media. And like myself, the reason I deleted social media is because people like Julia Renee, Pineapple Brat, the Kardashians, loads of people like Joe Aesthetics, they all inspired me so much, yet I looked at my body and thought it's not as good as theirs, and I can't compete with that. And that was always my thing. I can't be like that, I can't compete with that, I can't be an influencer, I'm not confident enough, I can't do this, I can't do this, blah 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 blah. I'm doing it now. I'm recording videos, and that is a step in the right direction. That's exactly what they've done. They started doing things like that. They started going to the gym. They're older than me, so they've had more years, and things like that I have to really reflect on. And that's the same as like me now. If you're watching this and you don't think you can do it, you can. I literally have only just started getting into my creativity this year, which is crazy because I never thought I had a creative bone in my body, and I love creating. I knew that there was like days where I'd go into woods and I'd take photos and I'd absolutely love it, and I just feel that that was me slowly realizing that I loved it, but I never pursued anything, I never done anything with it. I just enjoyed taking photos and that was it, and I literally done that like once every 2-3 months. So it wasn't anything that I done as a big deal. And I think now I put myself out there to be creative, and every child is born creative. It's just I feel the system knocks it out of them. You don't get as creative, you get into the work system, you get into the working 9 to 5, going to college, going to school, coming back, doing homework, and you just can't be as creative. Like there's not as much art going on, there's not as much expression and being yourself and learning who you are, because there's so many people around you that you get lost. And another thing that I really am focusing on is finding out and figuring out what my favorite things are. So do I enjoy toast? This is weird. Do I enjoy toast? And like cheese toasty, do I enjoy it, or do I just enjoy it because everyone else is having it? The same as Starbucks. Do I actually enjoy Starbucks, or is it just the fact that everyone else is having it and it's like the cool? Do I enjoy my dress sense, or is it just the fact that I'm showing this appearance to fit in? Do I enjoy the different activities I do, or am I not going to my full potential, like painting and clay making and things like that I love? I'm not good at, never done clay making for many years, but I know full well that that's something that I really want to express, and it's a good form of expression, and that's something that I want to do. So a big thing, and human to human, I'm talking to you, learn to do something that you love and that you can express yourself and figure out who you are. It doesn't matter who your mum is, or your dad, or your friend, or your partner, or whoever you have in your life. It doesn't matter if you have no one in your life. You have me. But just know that the community that I'm trying to build, this relationship that I'm trying to build with on my YouTube channel is purely based on improving ourselves and getting our ass moved in and making sure that we feel as confident and as creative and as happy and loving as possible to ourselves, and always putting ourselves first before anyone else, because I feel if you want to love someone, you need to love yourself first, and that is true beauty. Love literally defeats all, and I just think you need to love yourself first. So find things that you love to do, and there's many different things you can go on to. If you have social media, you can go on to Facebook group chats and you can just talk to people. If obviously you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. You can go to meets, you can go to Zoom calls, you can go to you can get a ticket basically, and you can find out different events like Eventbrite, and you can see what there is. So for example, I'm going to go to, I read a book called The 4-Hour Workweek and absolutely love it, and I'm going to go to an event on Zoom, so I don't have to show my face, I don't have to talk, I don't have to do anything like that, and they can do it in person as well, different events where you go there. But this one is basically I sit there and I listen to parts of the books and how to implement that into my life, and trying to get that mindset and continue with that mindset into being the best version of myself. I feel that if you try and get to know yourself and you try and be the best version of yourself, you're then going to be structured with life, and you're going to be able to figure out what you actually want to do. I feel you leave school and no one knows what they want to do, but they're forced into a career, they're forced into a different, to do all this work and to pay all of these bills and all this mortgage and all of these uni bills, university, and it's a lot. And I think obviously depending on what country you are in or where you live or who you live with or how you live, I think the prices are obviously, it's extortionate at the minute, and it's not always necessary. And the fact that people are forced into these things in order to achieve something that they're not sure if they want, and great for you, hands down, so proud of you, so happy of you if you do, and so proud of you and so happy of you if you don't. No one has it figured out, because no one knows what's going to happen in 10 years time. You can say you have it figured out and you can have the structure, and I'm hands down brilliant if you do, and brilliant if the plan works for you exactly the way that you want it to. But for me personally, and for many others, it doesn't work like that. I wanted to be a counsellor, and I work with children and I work in childcare, and I love my job, but I know full well that that counselling, that caring human that I am, basically just wants to give. And I love the gym, and I love meditating, I love doing yoga when I feel like it. I don't just love yoga, I can't do yoga every day, it's just more when I feel like it. And I love drinking hot drinks, but then I love drinking cold drinks, I love sushi. I figured all this out. I love reading when I never did. I never picked up a book until I was 20. I never picked up a book until I started basically this journey and going more deep into it. So just do yourself the biggest favor that you can and learn to get to know yourself, but your true self, and learn how to behave in a way of who you want to be. If you want to be an influencer, then try and put yourself in the different situations of being an influencer, such as record a video in your room. Don't have to post it, we will get to that in one video, but record a video in your room with a topic that you love, and when you've recorded it, just watch it. Don't criticize yourself, because it could be your first video, it could be your 100th video. Just do it, and then figure out and watch yourself talk about it, and figure out how much of a passion you have for it. Is it that you have a passion for it, or is it the fact that you just know a lot about it and you don't really want to pursue it? Because I have a passion for the gym and I love the gym, but I can't be a PT because I don't like training other people, because I find it hard to train other people. And this, what I do now, I absolutely love, just talking to a camera and having you guys listen to me and value what I say and understand what I say. I've been in such dark, lonely places before, and I felt that no one was listening, and I felt that no one cared and no one understood me, but I just want to reassure you that people do, and if not, I do. If you don't feel like anyone does, I care about you, I understand you, and yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here, but please feel free to support me by liking, subscribing, hitting the bell notification, because I post every Monday. And yeah, I am just gonna go for a walk now. Have a fantastic day.